What's up, y'all? It's your girl P Hope, and I just wanted to come do a really glazed over quick review of the Belle Collective season 1 what is it, reunion. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. I know I did do a couple of reviews throughout the season of Belle Collective. It was more so the first couple of episodes. It was a couple of reasons why I stopped doing those reviews. One, because that show came on the same night as Love After Lockup. If you know me, you know that Love After Lockup, it's my first love, it's my baby. So my dedication will always be there before it's anywhere. And I am a very new YouTuber. So I thought that it was something that I could handle, but I couldn't. I just couldn't handle it with both shows coming on at the same time, around the same time, same night. It just began to be too much for me. When I got ready to edit, I had a lot of editing issues, so the reviews are real choppy and hard to keep up with. That was number 2. And then number 3, I just wasn't getting a lot of views from it anyway, which I never expected a whole bunch of views from it because of the fact that it was a new show. So even the big professional vloggers and bloggers that were reviewing this show, none of theirs were like extremely high as, you know, their other shows that they review all the time. So I didn't feel no type of way about it, but I just felt like since it was such a burden, like, let me just drop it and and pick it up again maybe at a later time when I'm a little more comfortable with the camera, I'm a little more comfortable with editing and things of that nature. So that was the only reason that I stopped reviewing this show. But now that they are down to their season reunion, I figured I'd go ahead and give my opinion and just do a little short something. So here we go. Okay, y'all, let's get into the fashions. The first person I want to talk about is Latisha. She has on this like midnight blue, electric blue type of gown, and it was very much giving me church Christmas party. It was giving adult prom. It was giving whatever can hold these big ass heavy titties and still stay in my price range out of Macy's. That's what the dress was giving for me. So I think Latisha could have done a lot better, but you know, it's their first reunion, so I'm not holding anything against any of these ladies. I just feel like I have seen Latisha do a lot better. But I did enjoy Latisha's makeup and her hair. I did enjoy that. So the dress was a no for me, but I'll give her a yes on the hair and the makeup. The next person is Antoinette. Antoinette's dress for me was giving everything that she said that she was gonna give. Okay, Mama was definitely giving me Belle of the Ball. She had on this red, it was like just this elegant red gown, and it had a shimmery red bustier to it. But the train of it was the train of it all for me. The train and the rest of the dress took up a whole couch by itself. Like, she literally had to sit on a couch by herself, and she sat very elegantly and very gracefully, and I was here for it. I was here for her hair. Her hair was just okay for me. It wasn't ugly and it wasn't pretty. It was just okay for me. I was here for her hair, her makeup, and her entire look. So a lot of people feel like the dress was doing too much, but I feel like if you're ever going to get to be extra, a reunion is where you should be extra. So I was here for Antoinette's dress. The next one, let's talk about Tamara. Tamara was definitely giving me a hot, sexy salsa dancer. That's what she was giving me. She seems to be really addicted to these pale type of colors. Y'all know she love that pale pink lipstick against her skin for whatever reason, and it don't do nothing but make her look ashy. And I feel like because her gown was lavender, again, it gave her somewhat of an ashy look. Tamara is going to have to find colors that makes her skin tone pop. And she tends to wear colors that do just the opposite. Because I don't think that Tamara is an ashy lady. I don't think that she is a dull-skinned lady. I just think that she picks colors that don't necessarily accent or accentuate her skin. And, you know, they don't get her popping. I'm going to get it popping. Tamara don't get it popping. So, but anyway, the lavender dress, it was a gown, but it had these really big feathery arms on it. And and I know when Ashley did her review, she said that Tamara reminded her of a loofah. So just kind of imagine a loofah if you didn't actually see the dress, and that's kind of what the arms of the dress look like. So it was given a whole lot, and it also had that little loofah type of design also going around the trim, all the way around the trim of the dress. So the dress wasn't ugly, the dress wasn't pretty, the dress was just there. So I don't really know what to give Tamara. I wasn't necessarily here for it, but I ain't gonna drag her too much. I'm gonna just leave that where it's at. Marie was giving me very much custom made tees. Some of that I'm definitely here to give you hoes body yaddy yaddy yaddy. She had on a black sheer dress, and it also had a lot of embroidery to it. It had a lot of rhinestones going on with it, and it was also fitted, but it was a long dress. So I would have loved to see her stand up. I think I'm still gonna go and look for some pictures to see how the full look of the dress was. But from what I could see sitting down, honey, Marie was sitting and Marie was giving. I was here for it. I was here for her hair, her makeup, and her dress. So all around, I would definitely say that I enjoyed Marie's look. Who's next? Latrice. Okay, Latrice had on this black, her dress was definitely custom made as well. So she had on this custom made looking type of prom dress. But I don't know if any of you all caught the shade that the dress was given, but I definitely caught the shade that the dress was given, because if you paid attention to the embroidery around the collar of the dress, she had a cross hanging here. She had a big cross hanging down the middle, and then two small crosses that were embroidered on the side of that dress. And the three crosses that were hanging around the neck were symbolizing that she definitely did not come to play with you hoes. She came to put you hoes to rest. She came to dead the bullshit. Okay? She came to drag you bitches if need be. I definitely caught the slight subliminal shade that the dress was throwing. Okay? I caught that, Latrice. I caught it, girl. And then last but not least, because they keep showing her throughout the whole season, why not talk about Miss Kaylin? Now, this is no shade when I say this. This is the dead honest truth, because y'all, I did not go back through this review to talk about this. That's why this review is going to be so short and all over the place. I just wanted to give a little yang, okay? Kaylin, I honestly cannot tell you what that lady had on. But I do remember them talking about the pronunciation of her name. I don't remember if she said her name is Kaylin or Kaylin. I think it's Kaylin. I think you're just supposed to, you know, put that all together. But anyway, I cannot tell y'all what the hell Kaylin has on. So I will go back and I will definitely critique her fashions next week, because it is a 2-part reunion. So I will give y'all my opinion on her fashions next week, because I just, it's not worth me going back to look at. Okay, all right, so we're gonna jump right into just some of the highlights of the reunion. So the first thing is Latisha saying that she has been getting a lot of response from people outside of Jackson, especially a lot of people up north, pertaining the Fair Street project. She has a lot of people reaching out to her that actually want to support her and help her get this Fair Street project going. But she says that she still has not gotten a whole bunch of help, support, information, or none of that from the actual people in Jackson. Like, the people in Jackson are really kind of not here for it. And so that was a little disappointing to hear, but I am happy that she has people from all around the world that are really trying to back her up and bring her dreams to fruition. So I do wish you the best on all of that, Latisha, because I do think that it's a good idea. I thought it was a good idea from day one. It's just unfortunate, all the things that happen as far as your brunches, and then whatever this rumor is that's going around. I haven't done my research on none of that mess, but yeah, I hope that if you are still just as passionate as you were on episode 1 about Fair Street, I hope that you can get that up and going. Who's next? Antoinette. Antoinette says that her dental practice is now up and running, and she not only has 1 bathroom, but she has 3 bathrooms. Okay, so don't come for her. She's had 3 bathrooms, and she definitely kept her promise to help as many HBCU students as possible that are interested in joining the dental field. She says she's still working to get with some program directors to be able to help as many students as possible. She wants to be hands-on on that project, and she wants these students to actually come to her practice and you know, and get hands-on and get that experience. She wants to be rubbing shoulder to shoulder with these students, because she is very passionate about that being one of her goals. So that's beautiful, and I hope that everything works out for you, Antoinette, because that's that's amazing. Tamara is still interested in venturing off into the film and television industry, despite the criticism that she got from Gary with the T. Yeah, so she said she pretty much had to go back to the drawing board. She definitely wasn't offended by anything that Gary said. They're really good friends, and you know, she just realized that she's going to have to approach this thing from a different angle, but she still very much wants to do her thing. She will remain the #1 daytime diva, or what was it, midday diva. She will remain the #1 midday diva on the radio, but you know, she still wants to grow her empire, and that's what she's gonna do. And then as far as she got to talking about her and Damon, is it Damon? I think that's his name. She got to talking about her and Damon and these eggs, and they did go ahead and, well, how do you say it, y'all? I'm so ignorant when it comes to stuff like that. I think it's called like fertilizing the eggs or whatever. And so they are very much interested in having a little baby. But when she spoke about him, it seems like she was interested in having the baby, but not as interested as in moving forward with Damon, as far as them talking about moving in together, getting married. Like, she didn't touch on any of that. So who knows what the hell's going on with her and Damon. Maybe they just kind of 2 separate people doing their own thing, but they feel like they would make good parents together and they could work out a co-parenting situation. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure that this is not the last season that we will see of Belle Collective. So we'll be seeing more of Tamara, and we'll be seeing more of Mr. Damon. So yeah, that's pretty much all I remember about Tamara. And the biggest part of this whole reunion was, of course, Wiggate, Wiggate and Bloggergate. Now, first of all, Egypt was definitely very much trying to gather Marie about Wiggate, because she came off the top and said what we all wanted somebody to say, which was letting Marie know that she kind of started that. She kind of popped that off at the brunch with the way that she came at Latrice. And Marie was steadily trying to defend herself by saying like, well, no, like, you know, it's not about me being, I feel like, you know, Latrice should have been professional. And Latrice was like, well, no, bitch, you should have started off being professional. And she said, well, no, I don't have to be professional. I wasn't a professional at that particular point in time. I was coming to you as a customer. So Marie feels like that's two different hats. So she feels like because she had her customer hat on, that she could come at Latrice however she wanted to. But I'm here to tell you right now, wrong is wrong. And by you being a mother, that's one of the first things that you should know. Right is right and wrong is wrong. This girl has done nothing to you for you to come at her the way that you came at her. Even though she was trying to say that off camera that Latrice, Antoinette, and then the other young lady who had the goddess lens hair in were all talking about her, and they were talking about the hair. That's what she said. Now, Latrice never did confirm or deny if that part was true. So I don't know. I don't know if the girls were actually antagonizing her first, but it just seems like regardless of how the editing went for that brunch, just the way that that whole conversation started, I don't feel like that you are fully telling us the truth, Marie. And Egypt wasn't going for it either. Me or Egypt wasn't going for that shit. Because at the end of the day, if you want somebody to treat you with respect and, you know, handle you professionally, you have to give that same respect. So regardless of how you felt about how bad a grade of hair, a batch of hair that you had received, regardless whether you feel like the hair got switched out, or, you know, or Latrice is a fraud and she's selling, you know, babby hair, whatever the situation may be, like I've said from episode 1, you should have pulled this girl to the side to have this conversation. This is not a conversation that should have been had at a round table of 15 to 20 other potential customers. It was just wrong on all levels. So whatever you got in response to what you put out is what you should have got. Point blank, period. But, you know, Marie goes on to say that all of this has spiraled into a whole situation where Latrice has gotten her blogger cousin involved, and they are pretty much slandering her name. They are making all kind of allegations about her business and how she's fake, she's a fraud. And Marie said that this is really, really damaging her business in real life. I haven't read the blog. A lot of people said they don't have any idea who this blogger is. I don't care to do my research and do any digging to figure out who this blogger is. But if I find a video, I will drop it down in my description box so that, you know, we can all check it out, child. Because I have no idea what's going on. But they say that this blogger is somebody that is related to Latrice. So Egypt asked, like, okay, Latrice, is this true? And she said, well, no. Of course, this is Jackson. It's a small city. So, like, everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. So Egypt is not really going for the bullshit that Latrice is putting down. And I ain't gonna lie, Latrice did look sus. She definitely looked sus up there on the stage. Like, you was giving me guilty vibes, girl. And the way that Marie tried to take you down on national television, I wouldn't put it past you that it's like, okay, if you're going to try to destroy my business on national television and now I am potentially losing thousands of customers because you're around here telling people that I'm selling bad hair, let me do you one better. Let me tell them what you got going on behind the scenes. I'm going to take it to this person going to take it to this person, and this person going to take it to a blogger, so that way I can get my hands out of it. I believe that. I believe that. Now, all of this is allegedly. All of this stuff is allegedly. I don't know any of this stuff to be true, but I can see how it could happen. So if at some point all of this stuff that Marie and Latisha are saying, if it ends up being true, I'm not going to be surprised. And then some kind of way, Kaylin gets tangled up into it, and Kaylin comes out on the stage and she admits that, yeah, I done talked to some bloggers and I said what I said. And so then they go into the whole conversation of telling Kaylin that she is a Karen. And Egypt said, well, do you know what a Karen is? She said, well, yeah, I know what a Karen is. So then they just do a little brief segment on how they were just letting her know, reiterating again, that that particular moment at the brunch had nothing to do with her. And she said that she finally realized how it felt to be a minority. And it didn't feel good. And, you know, she just got a little more understanding is pretty much what was going on. She got more understanding of how it feels to be a black woman still moving around in 2020, 2021. Listen, I watched it, but these are all the parts that I remember. Okay, so that's all I wanted to talk about. But like I said, I will do a way more detailed one next weekend because I will have the time on my hands to do so. So if you want a more detailed review of this week's reunion, I do advise you to go over and check out Ashley Miller. I have been a subscriber of Ashley Miller for years. She is so accurate, funny, and on point with all her reviews. She covers all kind of reviews. Now listen, y'all gonna love her when y'all get over there. But don't forget about your girl just because y'all done went over there to Ashley now. Don't forget about the little people. Because Ashley been in the game for years. So she's definitely a vet with this shit. And I admire her so much. And yeah, she will definitely not disappoint. But anyway, that is going to be about it. So that was season 1, I guess reunion part 1 of Belle Collectives. And that is that. I got one more video that I'm about to do for today, and then I'm going to call this shit a Sunday. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, I want y'all to be happy, be healthy, be safe. This is your girl P Hope, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.